What's up, Comic Book Nation? BD here with your top 5 stories from the past 24 hours. Today we're talking Adventure Time. Time is up. Walking Dead news, of course, and we're talking a little bit about Luke Cage and the Defenders. Let's jump right in. First of all, Adventure Time is over. No more adventures. Stay inside. The Cartoon Network series will be coming to an end in 2018. But until then, it will air multiple specials and miniseries in addition to the final season. All good things must come to an end, right? Next up, Tom Holland. He took on the radioactive spider in the Marvel Cinematic Universe to become Peter Parker, a.k.a. Spider-Man, as of Captain America Civil War. But there's another actor who would have loved the role. Get this, Daniel Radcliffe wants to play Spider-Man. In a recent interview promoting Swiss Army Man, the actor said, quote, "I would have been a good Spider-Man, but the boat has sailed on that, and I'm very happy to watch Tom Holland do it. He's fantastic," end quote. Of course, there was a little bit more of an English accent on that. Probably a bit more of attractive than the way I said it, but yeah. Sorry, one iconic franchise is all you get, Harry Potter. Unless, of course, you're Tom Hardy, Samuel L. Jackson, Jennifer Lawrence, Chris Pratt, Harrison Ford, Patrick Stewart, Chris Evans, or any other popular actor right now. Anyway, moving on. Confirmations for other characters' appearances in the MCU continue. Earlier this week, we confirmed that Doctor Strange will be appearing in Avengers Infinity War. Yes. And today we've learned that Misty Knight, played by Simone Missick in tomorrow's Luke Cage series, will be appearing in The Defenders, which, by the way, has just gone into production along with The Punisher. Yeah. Speaking of Misty Knight, great segue, Brandon. Thank you, viewers. Our latest episode of Major Issues has rolled out, revealing all the details of Misty Knight's first appearance in comics. Check this out.
"You're not dealing with some dumb street broad, mister." Her words, not mine. "This is Misty Knight." Welcome to Major Issues, where we explore the first appearances of all kinds of characters, and the forecast for today, Misty Knight. For those of you who don't know about Misty Knight, let's bring you up to speed. Working as a police officer for the NYPD, she discovers a bomb at a bank. When she tries to get rid of it, she has her right arm blown the hell off. Luckily, Tony Stark replaces her missing appendage with a super snazzy bionic arm. How cool is that? Now she's like Foxy Brown and Bucky Barnes made a sexy baby. Additionally, in the Netflix series Luke Cage, played by Simone Missick, Misty Knight possesses Misty Vision, which is a psychic ability to see crime scenes and deduce what happened, which apparently is an ability most detectives don't have, I guess. But we're getting way ahead of ourselves. Created by Tony Isabella and Arvell Jones in 1975, Misty Knight first appeared in Marvel Premieres number 21, where she still had both arms. In this issue, her debut is limited to only 2 pages, but who cares? Because in her very first panel, she delivers a flying dragon stamp kick. Hi-ya! This impresses Iron Fist so much that he immediately becomes infatuated with her, in second person no less.
"You are somewhat amazed to see that she is a woman, a beautiful woman."
Smitten as he may be, eventually Iron Fist gets tired of getting kicked in the face, so he's forced to take Misty out with a fucking nerve pinch. Even though that sums up Misty Knight's first appearance, I'd be amiss if I didn't mention this issue also features an appearance by French mega villain Batroc as well. Sacre bleu! If you guys would like to add this to your collection, visit your local comic shop and pick it up, or download it at various digital distribution services. For Comicbook.com, I'm Chris Killian, and
To win your very own copy of that issue, head over to Comicbook.com when we're done here. With each episode of Major Issues, we give away a vintage comic book that we explore in the episode, just because Chris Killian is such a nice guy. And finally, as we continue to get closer to the Walking Dead season premiere, this is what you wanted to talk about. The cast continued to talk about how brutal the show will be upon returning. Andrew Lincoln has officially given his blessing to Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan while talking to EW, saying he's such an important part of the show, this character, that we needed an actor that could step up and take the bull by the horns and drag it forward and make it his own. And certainly, that's what we have this season. And in an interview with Ross Marquand earlier this week, Ross told me how Negan's kill will affect Aaron going forward, assuming Aaron survives, of course. For all that and more, though, head over to comicbook.com/The Walking Dead. There's so much stuff on there this week. You don't want to miss it. Now, we're going to turn it over to questions right now. Let's get to it. Adam Musle. I'm sorry. That looks like a tricky name to pronounce. Wants to know, do you think Venom will appear in a Spider-Man movie made by Marvel? I don't know about all that. Marvel technically is not even making the Spider-Man movie right now. Sony is. But I do know that Sony is still developing a standalone Venom movie. So whether or not Venom crosses over into the MCU, like in an Avengers movie or in Spider-Man, one of the next Spider-Man movies, yeah, we'll see. But I do know they're still planning and developing that standalone Venom movie. Next up, how many Spider-Man movies do you think there will be? Also from Adam. I know they're planning at least more than one, probably about 3 with him being a teenager. So that's what Sony wants to do. Now, I don't know if that includes the Avengers movies or if that includes just Spider-Man Homecoming and the next couple movies, but I know they want to make them quickly, and I know they want them to happen while Peter Parker is still a teenager. Moving on, let's get a new topic here. Tim Hess says, what do you think the big secret is Chris mentioned on Talking Dead? I'm not sure if you mean Chris Hardwick or Lorenzo James Henry actor, or Chris actor Lorenzo James Henry. I've been missing Talking Dead because we do After the Dead right here. But if there's a secret by Lorenzo James Henry, I think it might be Chris dying probably. That's a possibility for sure. He was just cast on S.H.I.E.L.D. That was a big reveal. These actors aren't allowed to recur on 2 shows at the same time, and I know everybody would be super hyped if Chris dies because everybody kind of hates that character. Everybody hates Chris. Oh, see what I did there? But yeah, no, I don't really know what Chris Hardwick could be talking about. I know obviously there's a bunch of secrets around The Walking Dead season 7. It's the most secretive season. These interviews are like pulling teeth. Like usually at this point last year, I would talk to Melissa or Andrew or any of the actors, and they'd be super hyped and they just want to talk about everything. And now it's like they can't say anything. Next question. Will Thanos appear in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, asks Angel Vaniti. I don't think so. I think he'll be in Thor Ragnarok, but I don't think he'll be in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. James Gunn has kind of said that, I think he said it's not going to happen. Maybe he'll be there. He'll probably play a small part. It might be post-credits. Might be something where he's just setting up Infinity War. But I don't think Guardians Volume 2 is going to set up Infinity War as much as Ragnarok probably will and Black Panther. Because Guardians 2 is going to stand on its own pretty thoroughly, I think. Let's see. We got any more questions here before we head out? Missed the Harry Potter info. What happened? It was just that Daniel Radcliffe said he wants to play Spider-Man, and you're not allowed to get 2 iconic franchises, Daniel, so move over. Any scoops on Thor Ragnarok? Eventually, I promise. But that's all we got time for today, guys. We're going to wrap it up there. Thank you so much for being a part of the show today, Comic Book Nation. For all your news, you will get it first at Comicbook.com. I promise you that. So be sure to follow us across all of social media, at Comic Book on Twitter, at Comic Book Now on Instagram. I am Brandon Davis, and I'll see you another life, brother.